Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I was planning on this video being a lot more goal orientated and future orientated, but I've actually, for some of you who don't know, many of you will, been in the process of applying for full-time jobs again recently. They are hybrid and I would intend to maintain all of the freelance stuff that I'm currently doing. I have a lot of people sort of supporting me now, so I wouldn't need to carry on doing everything full time because I've got some support. I've got some different people involved in different parts of the businesses that I run. So sorry, I've got a really bad spot on my nose. I woke up this morning feeling really unwell and with spots, and I never really get spots, so I could tell that I was under the weather. I've had tons of paracetamol, ibuprofen to just get through the day, and I didn't want to miss uploading a video today, so I am literally filming this at 5 p.m. on Sunday, editing it and getting it up for you guys. So I hope you enjoy it. But my point was, sorry, I wanted to do a goal video, which I will do, film and get ready for next week, but because I am applying for corporate jobs again, I thought it would be worth looking at my December budget, because if I get one of these jobs, it would probably mean that I would have a full November paycheck, or an almost full November paycheck. Anyway, I'm going to do it as December just to look at, if I do get one of these jobs, what might my finances look like, and then what could I pay back on debt regularly in order to try and get out of debt a lot quicker. So we'll do a monthly based on my predicted income, which is very rough because obviously if I do get a job, I probably don't want to keep my actual salary like really public, but there's taxes and pensions and all this other stuff that comes out, so I'm going to do like a rough number. It won't be exactly what my salary will be, and yeah, let's see what happens to my budget, and then let's have a look at my debt repayment dashboard as well in my spreadsheet and see, based on how much money I have left over, what can I then do? So anyway, let's get into the budget. So I'm using December as my example. My PAYE, I'm going to say, will come to, I'm going to say £5,000, and that will be a mix of me continuing to pay myself. I don't know whether I would do that though. I don't know whether I would continue to pay myself from my business with PAYE or whether I would stop that. I'm not really sure, but I'm going to pretend that I'm going to pay myself from my business, which is usually 827, but I'm just rounding it up. I'm kind of assuming about £4,000 from my new job and £1,000 from my business. And then dividends, let's say another £1,000, because I am making money from my freelance stuff at the moment. Child maintenance would be 500. Child benefit I would stop getting because I would be earning too much, which I think is ridiculous, because you can get two-parent family both earning, I think it's 70 the threshold now, or 60, both earning like 59 and still get it, and between them they would earn more money than me. So I think it's a really unfair system, but I would not get child benefit anymore. Selling, I would not have time to be doing as much Vinted as I do now, and I also feel like I have got rid of most of my stuff. Side hustle income, I probably won't have time if I've got a full-time job to be doing that kind of stuff. Family, I wouldn't think that people would be sending any money anymore. Expenses, I'm not going to expect anything. And then week 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to ignore that for now, because that's more about, at the moment, my freelance income coming in at different times. So that gives me a total income of £6,500, which is, I think, like the highest income that I will have ever had in my entire life. So let's look. My bills would still be the same. So childcare, 164, council tax, 146. The vet would be the same. The pet insurance would be the same. The mortgage would be the same. My phone bill is still paid under my business. My home insurance would be the same. My energy bills would be the same. My life insurance would be the same. My water the same. Internet the same. Car the same. So my expenses, my dog food is usually like £85 a month. Food, I usually pay around 200, but it's been a bit tricky recently. Like, I think having a teenage boy definitely increases your food bill. Callum's lunch is £100 every single month. Petrol is 50, but if I get the job that I think I'm going to get, I will have to drive to the office 2 to 3 times a week. And so I reckon let's make that 100. My car is hybrid. I think it might be more than that. I'm going to go with 150. I really hope it's not more than 150. I've never spent so much money on petrol. My car is hybrid. Let's go with 150 and see. It's hard to know because I've never done a journey to work where I've had to drive before. Health, I'm going to say 50. I don't currently budget anything for health, but I really need to start doing it. I need to start going to the dentist more. The kids need to go to the dentist more. I need to, you know, if the, like, this month I actually spent money on health, which was Amber got burnt and I went and bought some like proper things to put on her. I just need to have some money there because I want, like, if one of the kids needs, I don't know, physio or therapy, like anything, physical or mental health, I want to have some money there to be able to pay for that. Personal, I'm going to do £200, which is £100 at the moment, but I imagine if I'm working all the time, there's going to be need for some other stuff. So that might be lunch at work, that might be some clothing for my new job. I don't really have that much in the way of clothing that's like smart for offices. So yeah, I'm just going to do 200. Household, I'm going to do 50. I've been doing household as and when really needed, but £50 is more realistic for my budget for household. That covers toilet roll, cleaning products and that kind of stuff. Dog walker will go up. So I've just cancelled the dog walker, but if I'm now going into the office 3 times a week, I will need some help with the dogs. So I am going to, so I've got 2 dogs and they'll probably need to go on a dog walk twice a week. So that's like £25. It's actually £50 per dog per week. So that will be, just doing some calculations here, and then times that by 4, £400 for a dog walker. I'm going to have to find a different solution. I cannot pay that. I'm going to have to get like a borrow my doggy situation or something, because I cannot pay £400 towards dog walking. So I'm going to budget myself £200 for dog walking, and then I'm going to have to find another way. Travel, I'm going to do a tenner. That's for like parking and stuff. I don't think one of the places has parking. If I get a different job that I'm interviewing for and that's in central London, the money from the petrol will be my travel money into London. Whether that's enough or not, I don't know. I haven't travelled into London for a very long time, so we'll have to see. And then will there be any other expenses? So what I don't have in here at the moment, I'm going to go to setup. I would have kids clubs, because I want to do it in capital letters, because I will be working and I will find it hard. Like at the moment, I can work around the kids. If I've got an office job, I will need some money put to one side to pay for childcare during school holidays and stuff. So I think that the jobs are quite flexible, that you could work from home a bit more in the holidays, but realistically, in order to do my job properly, I can't really do it when the kids are around. So I'm going to add in kids clubs here. Savings, I've got Callum's birthday and I haven't got Amber's birthday because I hadn't like started to even think about that yet. I'm just wondering if that's everything. I'm going to go back to December. So kids clubs, I'm going to go with £100 a month, and that will probably be more of a sinking fund, or I'll pay them like in advance, but I'll keep it in a pot in my bank account. Amber, for example, I've just paid her gymnastics, and that was £77 for like a term, I think. So I'm just going to have a pot in my Starling. There's no point in it being proper savings because it gets spent really quickly. But yeah, stick £100 to one side each month, and then hopefully that will cover the kids' clubs and stuff. So where am I at? I have now spent, of my 6,500, I have spent 4,300. It goes quickly, doesn't it? So I've got 2,000 left, and within that 4,300, that does cover my minimum payments for my debt. So that's good. And then here I'm just going to put into savings. So for Christmas, I really want to be putting away £50 a month, so that when it comes to Christmas at the end of the year, I have enough money in there. Callum's birthday, so if I do 200 divided by 12, £16. So if I do £20 per kid per month, because I spend about 200 on them on their birthday, is that going to be, yeah, £20 per kid per month will eventually get them 200 quid for their birthday, so that's good. Car insurance is it's about £500 or £600. So if I do a sum, 600 divided by 12, I need to save about £50 a month for my car insurance, and I want to put £100 at least a month into my emergency fund every single month. So that leaves me with £1,890 a month from 2 jobs. So that's working a full-time job and getting paid, and then still running all of my social media to be able to pay myself an extra £2,000 a month from my second job, which is a lot of money. Like, it's going to take a lot of work to try and maintain that, but that is my aim. I will then have £1,890 left per month. So if I was to say, right, of that 1,890, there's other stuff that's going to come up. Like, there's stuff that I probably haven't thought of here. I don't really have like money put to one side for like things that might go wrong in the house or need to change in the house. I've got this emergency fund that I'm building up, but the £100 a month is going to be quite slow. But let's say from the £1,890 that I have spare, let's say I pay £1,000 extra off of my debt each and every month. What does that do to my debt payments? So I've come here into the debt dashboard, and I'm going to say £1,000 extra every single month. And rather than just paying the minimums, I'm going to snowball. So that means when one debt has been paid off, I'm going to still pay that much money off of my debt. I'm just going to move it on to the next debt. That means that I should be able to pay my debt off by August 2026. So that is, let me just reverse up a bit. So without changing anything, the way that I'm paying my debt at the moment, I'm going to be well into 2029. But with that £1,000 a month, and by debt snowballing, I'm reducing that by about 2.5 years, which is huge. Where's that balance gone? Oh, okay, sorry, because it's told me to pay off the £1,000 off my Amex. That's why the Amex has been wiped out, because it's saying if I'm going to pay off £1,000 off of my Amex, then that one's done, and then the next month I add the £1,000 into the PayPal, so that's done quicker. It moves the debts in this sheet based on the method that you're using. So if I do Avalanche, I'll switch this over to Avalanche now, and you can see that some of them switch around. And then, yeah, so anyway, basically I'm going to plan to do Snowball. I'm going to just change it back to minimum payments, because that's what I'm currently doing. I don't have this job yet, but I just wanted to see what it would do. And I've paid off these amounts this month. So I just want to keep it correct. And then if I am going to start to change it, what I'll do is I'll come in here and I'll change the start date to whenever I'm able to start doing the new plan for paying my debt off. So yeah, basically that's it. So it's made the difference of like January, February 2029 versus mid-year 2026, which is huge. I need to remortgage in 2027, and I plan to be debt free before I need to remortgage, just so that I've been painting today, you can see black paint on me, just so I've got all the possible options for that time. So I just want to be in the best position I can be when it comes to remortgaging, so that I have the most amount of options. So that is my budget if I get this new job and I continue to do everything that I do here on social media, both on my YouTube channel, my TikTok, my Instagram, and all of that, working with brands, earning from ad revenue, selling my spreadsheet. So this spreadsheet that you're seeing now, that's created a really big part of my income recently. And so that money that I pay myself from my business is from all of those different income streams. So I can actually take you through, I've done some videos on TikTok talking about my different income streams, but I just thought actually as part of this video, I can take you through now where I get the different income streams from, because I do need to update it as well. So if you bear with me, I will open that spreadsheet and then we can have a look at that together, because I'm conscious that I haven't shared my different income streams on my YouTube. So these are the different income streams that I have, and I'm just opening up my TikTok now to see what money I have made from TikTok. And the last time I updated this was on the 23rd of October, which is quite some time ago. And that was so the 23rd was £4.85. So quite better numbers from TikTok recently, and that's because I've been posting more videos. And then the 24th was £1.76. The 25th was £1.76 as well. That's weird. It's like exactly the same number. 26 was £1.03, and you see this start to go down because I wasn't making as many videos. 27th was 48 pence, but it all helps. It's all something towards the budget. The 28th was £2.05. We can actually see how much I made in total during October as well, which is awesome because yeah, it's been a long slog of a month. 28, and then 29 was exactly £3. The 30th was £3.45. This is so good to compare. Before I started tracking this, you can see here at the beginning of this month, I was making like 23 pence a day. And just by focusing on how much money I could make on a daily basis, it's kind of pushed me to make extra content. I used to get really upset that like a lot of my videos wouldn't do very well, but actually, in the grand scheme of things, my followers are going up and I'm making some money from revenue. So actually pushing out more videos rather than worrying about like not putting videos out because I'm scared that they're not going to do well, actually just consistently putting videos out is working. And then the 31st of October was £1.65. So that was TikTok. Facebook, I haven't been making any money. I haven't had any really good views from there for a while. I'm just going to go on to my YouTube as well. So obviously you guys are really helping by watching all of these videos. It's been amazing. I can't believe like I've started to monetize again. It's been such a long time since I was consistent with YouTube. So on the 23rd of October, I made £1.16, which is quite amazing really if you think that I've only made 2 videos. This is the 3rd video on YouTube recently, whereas TikTok, I'm constantly putting videos out, but the money that I make from YouTube is really quite impressive considering it's not off of a lot of content. And I have so fewer subscribers here than I do on followers on TikTok. So it's really worth it. It does take longer to make longer form videos, and obviously I edit them and everything, but I also really enjoy it. So the 24th is 103. The 25th was 63 pence. The 26th was 36 pence. And then the 27th was £3.19, and these numbers are really comparable to TikTok. And yeah, it's just funny, isn't it? Like one video on YouTube can do what like 10-20 videos on TikTok can do in terms of money. The 28th is £2.99. The 29th is £1.15. And then the 30th is 91 pence. And the 31st was 44 pence. I did invoice a brand last week. So let me just have a look at who I was able to invoice. I use a accounting software called Free Agent. If you guys ever want to know anything about like my business, or, you know, just do ask questions and I'll try and make sure that I include more information. So I've got my coaching in there from the 25th or the 21st, and it was paid on the 25th. And then I have that invoice is there. And then I did raise on the 28th, I think. On the 29th of October, I was able to raise an invoice for £800. So that is super good. So again, like this already takes into account multiple other things, like for example my agent's fee. When I do brand deals, I have an agent that looks after me and does all of my contracting and stuff, but so great to invoice another £800 for October. And then I'm going to have a look at my Stan store. If you are looking to sell digital products or anything like that, I really do recommend Stan store. It's a great thing that you can keep in your link in bio on your social medias, and it really helps direct your customers to like the products that you'd like to sell. So I'm going to leave an affiliate link down below. I think you might get a discount and I might get a kickback, but I'm not entirely sure about the details. I am on the 25th of October. So on the 24th I sold, on the 24th I had 22, but I actually sold another £5 planner as well. So I've got a really basic £5 planner, and then the main one that you see me use is the £22 one. And then on the 25th and 26th, I didn't sell anything on this store, but I might have on Etsy, which I'll check in a minute. On the 27th, though, I did £22 plus a £5 as well. And then on the 28th, I sold a £22 planner budget spreadsheet. On the 29th, I sold another £22 budget spreadsheet. So thank you, you guys, if it's you that's been purchasing it. On the 30th, another one, and then on 31st, I had two, so £44. Again, this is this is like revenue, so I will have to pay fees to however I like Stan store, or however you sell them. There's usually fees. Etsy take a fee, and then I'll also have to pay tax and everything on top of this. So this isn't money in my pocket, but for motivation for myself and transparency for you guys, I do like to share these numbers. I'm going to have a quick look at Etsy now, because I know I have made a few sales on Etsy as well, which is awesome. It's like really, really helping as well. So on the 25th, that's nice because it fills that gap. I did do a sale for the £22 spreadsheet. On the, two, was it? The budget spreadsheet, yeah. So I did two. So that's £44 on the 25th of October, and I sold another one on the 28th, so that is another £22, so I can make that 44. And I also have one more order. There was one more order on the 31st of October, which was for the physical planner. I've got a few left, not very many. So that makes £59 on that day. So yeah, that's brilliant. So that's going to be a 0 on that day. So I was like really trying to make the whole of October like that I sold a digital product every day, but I'm so happy with how far the progress has come with selling my digital products. If you just seen how I was last month, I sold hardly any because I was so shy to promote them and talk about them. Whereas now I'm like, you know, feeling a lot more confident about everything. I'm just going to put £15 in for Vinted on that day because I did have some sales there. I've got market research coming up this week, so I can't put anything there, but that will be, I think, 100 or 150 this week. So that'll be in my November numbers. Referrals and commission, I don't think I made anything else. Coaching, courses and consulting, I didn't make anything else. So that brings me to a grand total for the month of £8,016. So I am so happy. That's the most I've made in quite a few months, and it isn't all from brand deals. Like £754 of that is just from selling my digital products. So and then TikTok, that was £107, YouTube £33. So yeah, I'm really proud of myself for tracking it so closely and making a tangible difference. I know for a fact if I wasn't tracking my sales as closely and obsessively, shall we say, than I have been through October, I just wouldn't have made that kind of money. And that's really helped me, particularly with the digital products, because I can get access to that money quite quickly. It takes a few days for me to be able to transfer that money into my business account and then pay myself. And so I know that next week, when I will need some more money in my pay, like from my paycheck, that is money that's going to be in my bank account that I'm going to be able to draw down. Whereas the brands is the bit that gives me the anxiety. They're the ones that sometimes pay late, or as we've seen, don't pay at all. And so that was why I sort of diversified like my income streams and tried to start making some money from different platforms, and particularly my digital products, because I feel like I have a lot more control over that. So if you are someone who has purchased my spreadsheet, do comment and let me know what you think of it. Thank you very much for purchasing it. I really hope that it's helping you as much as it's helped me. And yeah, just really grateful for you trusting me with your hard-earned cash. If you have made it to this part of the video, it would be amazing if you also came and joined Club Money, which is my free WhatsApp community. I try and share little hints, tips, advice, positivity to do with money. It doesn't matter where you are in your money journey, it's there for everybody. It's a really great community, and yeah, I'm building on that and creating some new things for it. So I'd love for you to come and be a part of that. And then obviously all the usuals, make sure you follow me on TikTok, Instagram, etc. And thank you for being here. Don't forget to subscribe here, tick the little bell button so you get notifications. I am aiming to have a video up every Sunday evening, and it's going well so far. So thanks for sticking with me, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I think next week I will have a bit of a longer term goals video if you guys are interested in that, where I'm at with my life. There's just been so much budgeting to do now that I've started the videos again. But yeah, I do want to share like what I'm planning to do with my life. I know that I talked about moving before. You guys can see that I'm still in a significant amount of debt. Like, what is my plan to sort of address that? And I will share all of that with you in due course. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.